The time is 10 a.m. and this is WKYT Midmorning. Lexington police are searching for two suspects. It follows an overnight burglary. Also, investigators are trying to figure out what led to a deadly accident on an Australian amusement park ride. And the University of Kentucky baseball team is getting a brand new home. A closer look at plans for the multi-million-dollar facility. That in your forecast just ahead.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
Good morning, I'm Bill Bryant, and we're so glad you're with us today here for Midmorning. Barbara's off today. We have a lot going on in the news, and we'll get right to that. Well, let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris, who, along with the rest of us who came in early today, felt that chill.
Yes, we did, and there were even some spots with a little frost outside early this morning, and right now we'll have a lot of sunshine, and look, we're going to have that all day long, so it's going to be another good-looking day, but it is still pretty chilly. Mount Sterling coming in at 46 degrees. Mount Sterling, the reason why we're the coldest out there at this moment, well, for the most part, is that we're actually saw temperatures there at 34 degrees for an overnight low. I mean, it was very, very chilly there in Montgomery County. 65 by the afternoon. Focus of the forecast is really that front that's heading our way as we approach that Thursday. Are we looking at a lot of rain out of this? Well, I'm going to get right into it and show you those rainfall totals coming up.
All right, very good. And major developments in a story we've been following. All four suspects charged in connection to the shooting death of Trinity Gay appeared in court in Lexington this morning. Lamonte Williams, Chazare Taylor, DeMarcio Taylor, and Devonta Middlebrooks are all charged with wanton endangerment. The case against Williams and both Taylors was waived on to a grand jury. All three are out of jail on bond. The case against Middlebrooks was waived until November 15th, a decision to be made then. Police say 15-year-old Trinity Gay was shot in the parking lot of the Cookout restaurant on South Broadway. She was buried in Russellville yesterday. WKYT's Hillary Thornton will have more on today's hearing coming up in a full report on WKYT News at noon. We are learning more about an overnight burglary in Lexington this morning, a scary situation that happened just before 1 o'clock this morning on Culpeper Road that's near the Chevy Chase area. The homeowner says his wife was folding some clothes at the time when a man armed with a gun entered their home through an unlocked door. After hearing her scream, the husband chased the man, who police say jumped into a car with another man and got away. Authorities in Garrett County are needing help this morning in finding a missing teenager. 15-year-old Juliet Jacobson ran away from her home on Sylvan Way last night and has not been seen since. Investigators say Juliet left behind a note, but they wouldn't say what was on it. Investigators say she was last seen wearing a black UK hoodie, gray sweatpants, and teal boots. A man in eastern Kentucky now facing murder charges in the death of a Boyd County man. Ashland police say they arrested Jacob Lane Friday for an unrelated burglary case. They've now added the murder charge. Police say the victim, 21-year-old Justin Reeder, was first reported missing last Monday. They later found his body yesterday afternoon in Lawrence County, Ohio. Police are still investigating, and they don't know what led up to the murder at this point. State police say a body found in Barron County more than 5 years ago has now been identified, and that's with the help of DNA evidence. Investigators identified the body of Karma Papura of Indianapolis. Police say her body was found in August of 2011 near the Louis B. Nunn Parkway. She had been reported missing back in 2007. According to an Indianapolis TV station, police say a former truck driver, Bruce Mendenhall, has been charged in connection to the death. Kentucky State Police are hoping a picture will help solve a Jackson County arson case. Police believe that someone purposely set a fire that destroyed a cabin on Carpenter Ridge Road back on October 14th. Well, the truck that you see here on your screen was captured by a game camera near the cabin at the time of the fire. Troopers want to talk to the driver of that truck, a newer model black single cab Chevy. They're hoping that person can give them some information about the fire. There is a $1,000 reward being offered in the case. A tragic accident today at an amusement park on Australia's east coast is making international headlines this morning. 4 people died when a water rafting ride malfunctioned. And Roxana Subiri has the story.
Police are investigating how the Thunder River Rapids ride at the popular Dreamworld Park in Australia turned deadly.
And he said he was in like the rapid ride in front, like the boat, and then he turned around and saw a ride flip.
Obviously there were kids on board screaming while their mum was like trapped under, and yeah, I'd rather not talk about what I saw.
2 men and women in their 30s and 40s died.
One of the rides have sustained some sort of malfunction, causing 2 people to be ejected from a ride. Another 2 people were caught inside the ride.
Hundreds of visitors evacuated the park after the incident. Dreamworld says it's working as quickly as possible to figure out what happened.
We are deeply shocked and saddened by this, and our hearts and our thoughts go to the families involved and to their loved ones.
This promotional video shows how the ride whisks people in rafts along a fast-moving man-made river. It's considered one of Dreamworld's tamer rides, open to kids as young as 2. Dreamworld has closed the park until further notice. Roxana Saberi for CBS News.
In this country, we are just 2 weeks away from Election Day, and Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump held dueling rallies in the crucial state of Florida. A new poll says Trump is losing out to Clinton when it comes to young people of all races and ethnicities. That survey says young people are likely to believe that Clinton is the candidate most likely to help people like them. Meanwhile, a new CNN ORC poll shows Trump trailing Clinton by 5 points nationally. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has never had much to say about Donald Trump, but lately he's fallen completely silent. On the few occasions when the Republican leader has appeared publicly here in his home state of Kentucky, he has avoided answering any reporters' questions or even explicitly refusing to address the topic of Trump and the presidential race. Allies argue that for McConnell there is little upside in saying anything more about Trump at this point. And the 2 candidates for Kentucky's 6th District congressional seat squared off in a hard-hitting televised debate with just over 2 weeks before Election Day. Incumbent Republican Congressman Andy Barr and his Democratic challenger Nancy Jo Kemper appeared on KET's Kentucky Tonight last evening. The candidates displayed big differences on domestic and foreign policy issues. At the outset, Kemper accused Barr of running a dishonest TV ad.
Was the ad dishonest, Representative Barr?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. The question was from Bill Bryant, do you believe the country's on the right track or the wrong track? She indicated it's on the right track. Her position, in fact, is that the Iran nuclear deal is a good news for the whole world.
But I went on to say that there were huge pockets of people being left behind, that we had people that could not make their way in this life, that were not being helped by Washington, who felt their government had turned against them and was not there for them. We have had a representative in Washington for the last 4 years who has simply been giving his attention to the needs of the banks and the corporations.
Kemper went on to say that the ad signified the fundamental kind of dishonesty in Washington. Barr defends the ad, saying it shows his opponent is out of touch with people. Both candidates agree that a shortage of nurses and doctors is hurting health care right now. The World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Chicago Cubs gets underway tonight. And, of course, it wouldn't be complete without a little bit of Kentucky up there. Both teams will be using Louisville Sluggers as they step up to the plate. Louisville Slugger delivered bats to the Indians over the weekend, and the Cubs will have their bats in time for the game. Louisville Slugger says 60% of all Major League players use Slugger bats. And speaking of baseball, for the first time since 1969, the University of Kentucky baseball team will soon have a new place to call home. UK has officially announced plans to build a $49 million stadium just off Alumni Drive and Tates Creek Road near the UK softball and soccer complex. That facility will feature 2,500 permanent seats and is expected to be a huge asset for recruiting. The stadium is set to open in time for the 2019 baseball season. Well, tonight's the night. The streets around Transylvania University will be packed. It's expected anyway for a popular Halloween tradition that goes on here in Lexington. The 6th annual Pumpkin Mania is scheduled for tonight. Everyone in the community is invited to come out from 6 until 7 o'clock tonight. There will be trick-or-treating, and then at 7 o'clock, hundreds of jack-o'-lanterns will be lit up on the steps of Old Morrison off West 3rd Street. So there you go, a fun time tonight over at Transy. And nothing to see here, just a tree getting arrested. Find out what a man wearing an evergreen suit was doing right out in the middle of the road and where he is now, coming up after Micah's weather.
We have bright blue skies outside right now. A few clouds filtering on in. This is that moisture streaming on in out ahead of our system. It's going to be through here on Thursday. So how much rain are we expecting? And do we see any thunderstorms? I'll have that coming up next.
Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
Well, we're looking outside, seeing that mixture of sun and clouds. Now, these clouds are starting to stream on in here. When you see the upper level clouds like we have outside, not the puffy cumulus clouds, not the cotton ball clouds that some people will call them, but just those kind of wispy clouds up in the sky. Those never hurt anybody. They never really cause any problems. But what that's showing is in the upper levels, okay, way up in the sky, that's where the moisture streams in first, and then you start to get it in the lower levels here on the surface, on the ground. So that just shows you that some moisture's on the way, typically indicative of a system that's approaching us at least in the next 2 to 3 days. That's typically what it means. Old wives' tale, that one actually stands true, that once you start to see that in place, next 2 to 3 days, expect at least the chance of rain. Doesn't mean it's going to rain, but at least a chance, and that's the same thing we're going to be seeing for the next couple of days. 50 degrees right now in Lexington, some spots still in the 40s, and we head towards your afternoon, we're at 65 degrees, mostly sunny skies, like I said. A few clouds, those upper level clouds, but all in all, pretty good looking day. Head towards your day tomorrow and we'll be there in the lower 70s, so it does feel much better tomorrow. It looks good, it feels good. I don't see much of an issue. Let's talk about the nighttime hours off into Thursday morning, because here's midnight and here comes some rain back toward the west. It's not in our viewing area then, but it looks like it'll move off into the region there Thursday morning. This is 8 a.m. and you can see it. It's very scattered out and about. I don't expect many, if any, thunderstorms out of this. This is mainly just going to be some gusty showers rolling on through. When I say gusts, I'm talking 15 to 25 miles per hour. Now watch what happens as we go through your day on Thursday, okay? Here's noontime. I'll stop it there. Everybody's all right with low to mid 60s, right? Even some upper 60s down south. But watch this, okay? Then we go into the afternoon. If the timing holds true all the way into Thursday, if this stays the same with timing, watch what happens. We're at 68 there in London, 5 p.m. on Thursday. We're at 58 there in Lexington and 53 in Covington. That is going to be a chilly evening for a lot of us heading out to those ball fields. Can you believe this? Did you know we are only 5 days away from Halloween? Monday, it's coming up quickly, all right? We're almost there, and it looks like temperature-wise, weather-wise, actually looks pretty good there for Halloween. All the way at the end of my 7-day forecast, it's 73 degrees and it looks pretty dry. But until then, today, tomorrow, not all that bad. Thursday, the chance of rain is there. It looks like it moves out as we go throughout the afternoon as temperatures do drop through the day. Friday looks pretty good, but it's going to be chilly there for high school football. And the weekend, as of right now, that front has really backed up, slowed down, meaning a lot of that air is able to move on in. And so we're sitting there in the 70s, upper 60s, lower 70s there for the weekend.
That's really nice. Yeah, that shift was a good one, wasn't
it? Big shift, right.
Have you decided what to be for Halloween yet?
I think I'm going to be Woody. My son's going to be Buzz Lightyear, so I think we'll be Woody, and I can't remember the girl's name. But yeah,
you'll be quite the
it'll be fun
duo there. All right. Well, you could be a tree.
I could be.
This is a little odd. Out of Portland, Maine, they've arrested a man who was dressed up as a tree. He's been charged with obstructing traffic. Police removed the evergreen tree outfit and gave it over to Public Works. The unnamed man is now in jail. A friend of the man says that he was trying to study the city's traffic patterns. Okay. Well, Sting prepares to receive a big honor next month, and Mel Gibson is back as a director. Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Sting will take center stage at the American Music Awards next month, performing a medley of hits and a single from his upcoming album. The British rocker will receive a Special Merit Award for his long musical career. America's most famous shoes are getting a makeover. The Smithsonian reached its fundraising goal to restore Dorothy's ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz. The public donated $300,000. Here on the red carpet, director Mel Gibson returns to the Hollywood spotlight with his new film, Hacksaw Ridge. Gibson and the cast attended a special screening last night. Based on a true story, Andrew Garfield stars as an American soldier who saved more than 75 men during one of the bloodiest battles of World War II.
He serves as an example and an inspiration to anyone that watches this thing.
A bit late for target practice now, don't you think?
Hacksaw Ridge is Gibson's first directing project in 10 years. It hits theaters next Friday. Tony Award winner Leslie Odom Jr. received a Princess Grace statue at the Foundation's gala in New York last night.
Whenever you feel yourself sitting on your couch and waiting for things to come to you, it's about leaning forward, dusting yourself off, and getting out there and trying to make things happen for yourself.
Odom, who played Aaron Burr in the hit Broadway musical Hamilton, received a scholarship from the foundation early in his career. That's your Eye on Entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
And coming right up on Mid-Morning on WKYT on this pleasant Tuesday, you could put on your running shoes and help orphaned and abandoned children here in Central Kentucky. Very important cause. We'll have details about the Hope for Tomorrow 5K. That's coming up next. And tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $30 million. Tomorrow's Powerball jackpot is $164 million. Welcome back, and it's great to have you here on WKYT as we continue on Mid-Morning. And here is a really good reason to run or walk. You can help out orphaned and abandoned children. To learn more about that, we're joined today by Jennifer Grisham Brown, one of the co-founders of Hope for Tomorrow Children's Home. And we welcome you and appreciate you coming in very much.
Thank you for having me.
This is, as far as in Kentucky, an unseen need, but it is out there, and your group is very involved in trying to help. Tell us about it.
Yes, my friend and I started Hope for Tomorrow in 2006. We are both mothers of children who were born in Guatemala, adopted children, and since 2008 adoptions have stopped in Guatemala, and so therefore there are large numbers of children that are abandoned and orphaned there, and so we wanted to start something to support those children, and so we have a children's home and preschool in Guatemala City.
And you operate it from here, or do you go there?
Yeah, from here, and we also have a missionary that's on the ground there to head up our efforts down there.
Why were the adoptions stopped?
Well, it had to do with the government and some corruptions that was in the adoptions, and so the United States chose to stop their relationships with Guatemala with regard to adoptions.
Now, when you're there, you see firsthand those needs and those loving faces who are getting assistance at the center, right?
Yes, yes. We see some very, very tragic stories there. We see children that are left in boxes on the street. We see children that are rounded up in police raids. We see children who are left alone at the age of 2 while their parents scavenge in the city dump. And so some pretty tragic stories. And so what we're there to do is to provide them with a home that meets their emotional, their physical, their educational, and their spiritual needs.
So you're asking people to put an event on their calendar coming up on November 12th, and that's going to be a 5K over in Midway, right? Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, yeah. It's another one of the fun ways that we raise money for our children's home there. We have a 5K and fun run. The fun run starts at 9:30, and that's for all ages of children. We're bringing back some special prizes, or I am, from Guatemala to give out to the children if they place first, second, or third in their age category. And then, of course, we have the 5K fun run that starts at 10 that day. And we'll have face painting and arts and crafts for the children while their parents run.
All right. Well, Midway is such a beautiful scene for that. I'm sure it should be lots of fun. I know you want to invite people to visit your website, hope4tomorrow.net, and they can find out more about the cause and the run, right?
Yes, that's correct. Yeah. Yes, they can register from the website, and then they can also find out other opportunities to participate in our efforts through sponsorship or going down there and visiting the children.
All right. Jennifer, you're so good to come by, and a very important work you're doing. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
And we hope you'll keep it here on Mid-Morning on WKYT. We'll check in with the Mr. Food Test Kitchen next and see what is cooking up here on your Tuesday. It looks pretty hearty. We're back in a moment.
Every month or so, we like to do a segment called Grandma's Best Recipes, where we highlight some of the most seasoned cooks in the country. And joining us today is Grandma Lois, who's a mother of 4, has 5 grandchildren, and has a real passion for line dancing. Welcome, Lois.
Thank you.
Glad you're in the kitchen. What was dinner time like at your house?
Well, having 4 very active kids and my mom and my sister living with my husband and I, when it came to dinner, everything needed to be easy. And if it could be made in one pot, like my pot roast, all the better. To make it, all I do is brown a chuck roast in a heavy pot with an onion before simmering it with some beef broth, water, and garlic for about an hour. Then we'll add some potatoes and carrots and cook these until everything is tender.
And I love how you told me that you thickened it up with a mixture of flour and water, shaken in a bottle, and then you would just pour it in. Let me tell you, one taste of Lois's pot roast, and there's no wonder she never had trouble getting her kids to the table. If you'd like the recipe for Grandma Lois's pot roast, all you have to do is go online. It's really good. Lois, thanks for taking some time away from your line dancing to join us today.
Oh, I've enjoyed every minute of it.
It's been fun, hasn't it?
It has.
Because when a recipe is this good and Grandma approved, you can bet that everybody will be saying, ooh, it's so good. Ready for a taste? Here you go. Try a piece. Delicious.
Well, we know why Lois can eat that now, because she line dances, right? She stays trim.
Exactly right. All right, let's talk about the weather. 65 degrees later on this afternoon. 71 there on your Wednesday. So Wednesday, trust me on this, tomorrow will feel much better than the past couple of days. And then Thursday, we'll get the rain chances in there, which we'll talk about it.
Yeah, clear out for the weekend and Halloween.
There we go.
We'll see you for the latest news right here at noon. Have a good day.